Hello, hello, hello. Howdy, howdy, everybody. How we doing today? Hello, Mare. Hello, Atari. Hello, Sanic Fan. How are you guys doing? Let's switch on over. How were our weekends, everybody? Did we have a good time? Did we have a good weekend? For those of you who it is still weekend for you, are you still having a good weekend? How are you all doing? Oh my goodness, Valeska's back! Tell a friend! I'll tell all my friends. I will tell all of them. I will yell from the rooftops. Valeska's back! How you doing? I had a pretty good weekend. The same old, same old. Nothing much really going on. I played some Valorant on Saturday and ran into the most toxic guy. It was lots of fun. And then I played Apex yesterday, and I played ranked for the first time in like several years, and I won a game. I won my first game on. I was like, okay, damn, cool. Good to know I've still got it. Hey, Moth, welcome in. How you doing? And Mesa, hello. Gang is all here. My weekend was pretty good. I got to vibe with y'all on Saturday. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot. I hung out with a bit. I hung out with Mare and Atari on Saturday, which was nice. Planning to meet up with a few weeks for a mate's birthday, provided the other friend who recently got promoted can get a day off from full-time. Oh, yeah, felt that. It's rough. Adulthood is rough when everyone has jobs, and so you can never kind of meet up properly. Like, me and my D&D group, my IRL D&D group, we can only meet up like every second Saturday or every second weekend because I work 4 days a week. Then we've got two friends who work full-time 5 days a week. And then we've got a person who works night shifts. So we can't even do like let's meet up in the evening after a work day type of thing, because we've got a friend who does overnight shifts, and that's the DM. So it's complicated. Moth is about to play Anime Among Us with friends. Hell yeah, I hope you have fun. I finished filling my water bottle. Hi. I need to refill my water bottle soon. All of the hydrates you have all been giving me has, when I say refill, I mean fill up to 1/8, because I still take very small sips when you tell me to hydrate. I promise I'm doing better, just not incredibly better, if that makes sense. My weekend's been good, not much of note happened that isn't in show and tell. I will check out show and tell in a minute then. What else has been going on? Trying to think of something else. Did I tell you my desk arrived? But I'm gonna wait until I have until I'm on leave from work so that I can get it together, hopefully. It's gonna be a lot, but I'm excited. I just don't know where I'm gonna put all of my stuff, because the desk I currently have has shelves and the new desk I've got doesn't have shelves. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not going to have a home. I'm too sweaty to heat or water. I wish I could. I wish I was capable of drinking more water. I wish I was. I hate that I don't like it, that I don't enjoy it very much. Thankfully, the friend group who's closest to me IRL is fairly small. It's just lining 3 people's schedules up rather than assuming a 4 to 6 D&D group. Yeah, it's 4 of us. It's 4 of us. Which, like, isn't too bad. It's not a huge group. But with one person working night shifts and 2 people working full time, and then the 4th person who works part time is autistic and has the stamina bar of a fetus. I couldn't think of anything else. It's hard to organize things because they'll say, "Oh, we can do this, and then we can do this," or "Oh, we can all meet up after work," and I'll be like, "No, we can't. I don't want to. I need to rest, please." Couple of things showed up this week that I ordered for the incoming game room relocation, so I'm looking forward to that. That's cool. I don't know what I'm gonna buy after my desk. I've kind of given myself a goal of only buying one big thing at a time. But now that the desk is here and now that the desk is going to be set up, I don't know the next thing I'm going to buy. It's either going to be a shelf. Yeah, that is deserving of a quote. You're right. I'm thinking a shelf for my K-pop albums because I kind of just have a table and then I have my K-pop albums in a giant drawer. But I want them displayed, they deserve to be seen. They're nice and colorful and pretty. So I'll probably either do the shelf next or I'll get a second monitor or I'll upgrade my PC in some day or another. Today's date is satisfying. It is satisfying. It's like the only day of the year where you have the same amount of numbers in everything except for the 0, but 0 doesn't count. Technically 0 is not a number, it's a lack of number, isn't it? That's what it is. Oh no, it's the 26th that has the same amount. That's my bad, it's not the 22nd. It'll be Friday. It'll be Phasmophobia Day when that happens. I've been thinking about it a lot. Because my job requires, is a lot about, checking use by dates and stuff. So I see a lot of I look at dates all of the time. My entire shift is use by dates. So I get really focused on dates and I come up with fun things like making mathematical equations with them and stuff like that. I used to do that with the clock as well. I used to do that with my digital clock when I was younger, and when I would sleep in on weekends, I'd be like, okay, I'll get out of bed when the clock reads a number that makes an equation. For example, 10:01 would be 1 plus 1 plus 0 equals 1, or 1 minus 0 equals 1, or something silly like that. My brain works like that. High five. You used to do that too as a kid? High five. Atare. I know what you are. Me. Yeah, Mare and I are not beating the same person allegations. Speaking of dates, Sonic's 35th anniversary is coming up soon. Well, on top of that, Sonic Adventure 2's 25th anniversary just passed. I found that out because I've been getting a disproportionate amount of Sonic Adventure 2 fan art on my algorithm on Blue Sky. And I think I only reposted one, and it was a Rouge, because of course it was. I love Rouge. I will be taking no further questions or comments at this time. My press conference is over. Is streaming just a giant press conference for people that nobody knows? That's my question of the day. That is my question of the day. All right. Let's look at show and tell. I probably should have added something of my own in there, but I did talk about my Apex Legends win. So it's So I didn't really need to show it here as well. All right, we've got a few things. Okay, Atare's thing, we did listen to that, so we will start at G Charizard's thing. That's not what should be open right now. My bad. I'm procrastinating showering again. Oh, me all the time. I woke up at what? I got out of bed at what, like 9:45 yesterday? And I was like, I'm gonna shower today. I'm gonna shower today. I'm gonna shower today. I'm gonna shower today. I didn't shower until like 3. It just, to be fair, I wasn't doing completely nothing until 3. I did nothing from about 1:30 p.m. until 3, but I wasn't doing nothing before then. If that makes sense. I was watching the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime. I was doing a little bit of stream maintenance, just bits and bobs here and there. Reading. I was doing some reading. Ends here, I'm getting up. Let's go, Mare. Good for you. Hey, Glorious, just coming in for a bit. No worries. I hope you are doing well. All right. G Charizard ordered these in the tail end of May and got them today. I don't know what they are. Oh, matte card sleeves for Yu-Gi-Oh cards based on the card back in the anime, and they even gave me a normal monster card like it would appear from the show. Okay, that's helpful. I assumed one of them was card sleeves, but I didn't know what these were. But this, I didn't have many Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid. I wasn't into Yu-Gi-Oh at all, but I did get a couple from, like, when McDonald's Happy Meal would do Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I had a couple at some point, and I remember the backs of the cards looked quite similar to this one right here on the left. I'm getting prepped to leave for my vacation tomorrow. 6-hour flight, but worth it. Ooh. Oh, yes, you're going on your massive Europe holiday, aren't you? Awesome. I hope you have an amazing time. I remember. That is very cool. I kind of want to get special card sleeves, but the thing is, I got a good few Pokemon ETBs, and they all have card sleeves, and I know the Pokemon ETB card sleeves are like kind of notorious for being shit, but I use them anyway because I'm like, well, I don't want to waste them, so I haven't bought new card sleeves in quite a while because I do not need them as of yet. What was I thinking? But I've heard Dragon Shield is really good. I want to get colored card sleeves at some point, potentially. I would at least want to get blue card sleeves for my Buizel binder, specifically. I think that would be nice, and that would fit in quite well. Now we have some stuff that Sanic Fan got. Kermit Puppet, I see him there. An old cartoon I used to watch on Boomerang growing up. Is that Wacky Races? This one? I didn't watch Wacky Races, but my mom was a big fan of Wacky Races, and we have a copy of Wacky Races on the PS2 that we used to play a couple of times. However, we didn't like it very much. There was another racing game that we had, which was the Flintstones racing game on the PS2, and we liked that one a lot better than the Wacky Races one. But it was still fun. I feel like I have seen like an episode or two, but I don't know much about it. Then we got Kermit. Can anyone do a Kermit impression? We've got, oh geez, we've got the guy Atare loves to send me TikToks of. We've got Namco Museum Mega Mix. I have not heard of that one. It sounds like 24 games, probably a bunch of like mini games then. Got Wacky Races on the Sega Dreamcast. I wonder if that plays the same as the PS2 version, or like it's the same game just ported differently. Bunch of tiny little Sonic Funkos. Those are adorable. They look a little deranged with the Funko eyes, but I do think they are very cute. And then we got Tails, and then we got, I think that's Ragatha from the Amazing Digital Circus, and Gangle from the Amazing Digital Circus. I'm not gonna lie, I talked about it on Blue Sky. I'm getting so many mixed opinions about the Amazing Digital Circus just on all of my algorithms. My Blue Sky algorithm loves the show. They're like, this is amazing, this is great. We love that Jax is confirmed trans femme, Jax is a trans woman, you know. And then on the other hand, TikTok is like, the finale sucks. They didn't answer any questions about anything. They made the entire episode Jax. They didn't do anything meaningful. What about this? What about this? What about this? And I'm like, oh geez. Of course. And then obviously black people are obviously they're like leading a lot of the negative TikToks, because they're talking about like, oh, they're using Isn't She Lovely for, you know, an abusive, shitty character when its original meaning is for like, it's like a black man singing about how beautiful his daughter is when she's born, stuff like that. I've heard. Sorry, I just realized I gave away spoilers, but alas, if you haven't seen it by now, sorry. I just spoiled the Amazing Digital Circus finale. But alas. So yeah, it's a really interesting juxtaposition I'm seeing. And I think a lot of people are celebrating Jax, but I think a lot of people are very critical of making the abhorrently abusive, violent character canonically transgender. They're like, don't like that. So I have absolutely no idea what to think about the show. I haven't watched any of it, and at this point, I'm not sure I will, just because I've heard so much odd stuff about it that I'm just like, I think I'm just going to avoid this. And that's Gangle. I do know that for sure. Luckily, I'd already seen it. I feel like as a finale, it put a nice bow on it, but also definitely had a tell, don't show problem on top of some abruptness and choices. I think that was meant to be realistic, but in reality, just felt rushed to me. Yeah, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think I heard somewhere that Gooseworks was like the only writer for the show. And it's like, I know that it's an indie show and an indie company, but a TV show needs to have more than one writer. It needs to have more than one writer. It needs to. Like, books have more than one writer, yeah, but books have editors. And they have rounds and rounds and rounds of editing. Having only one person construct the plot of a TV show. It's like the same thing happened with Euphoria. Season 3 of Euphoria, I think, only had one writer, and it was Sam Levinson, and everyone was like, yeah, it fucking shows, and he's a freak. So it sucked. So it was just, I don't know. The fact that it is so mixed among so many people, and also the fact that so many Black people and people of color in general, in particular, seem to be calling out the show. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that, and I'm gonna take that to heart. I think, you know, like, I think it's important to hear them, because, you know, if a Black person says something is anti-Black, you know, I'm not gonna go, but is it really? That's weird as hell. What else have we got? Ooh, Moth has a new hoodie! Well, whoops. Hey, Hey, that's a cool hoodie though. That's a cool hoodie though. As much as I'm saying shit about the show, that's a really well designed hoodie. And I hope it's comfortable as hell. I will say one thing. The characters in the show have impeccable designs. You know? Have like the visual design of each character, I think, is absolutely brilliant. If there's one thing you can't knock the show for, it's the incredible visuals of the show. Especially because it was an indie animation company. And wasn't it all done on Blender or something? Good company, and I liked the aesthetic. The aesthetic is really nice. It feels like... The aesthetic feels like the floor of a 90s arcade, and I love that kind of style. Kind of comically appropriate timing to show. Yeah, it was. It really was. It made me think there's like this TikTok of this guy. He'll like, the TikTok is called Oops, All Jacks. And every time this guy brings up a sentence that's like, what happened to this part of the show? What happened to this plot point? What happened to this plot point? It'll be interspersed between him just saying, oops, all jacks. And I found that one very, very funny. And then, ooh, glorious. Oh, Warhammer ebooks. Cool. The Rogel Dawn. Devastation of Baal. Hey, that's a Genshin character. Oh my goodness, it's been years since I've played Genshin. Why am I making references? Conrad Kurz, the Night Haunter. Ooh, that's cool. I know absolutely nothing about Warhammer. I'm gonna be real. Until you said Warhammer ebooks, I thought they were like D&D books. I thought they were D&D books at first. I think they have quite a similar style to the D&D books. Though the show does have its flaws, I think it's still a pretty good show. Yeah, absolutely. I think I've just been seeing a lot more in-depth criticism of the show, than the people praising it are often just like, oh my goodness, this was amazing. And then I just see like a shit ton of fan art of Jax looking adorable with long hair. And then but then on TikTok, people's like, what about this? What about that? How can you make this decision for this character? How can you make this one? And it's just a really fascinating juxtaposition. And I think I said on Blue Sky, I was like, hey, Amazing Digital Circus fandom, are y'all good over there? Because, like, what's happening? Kurz is definitely my second favorite, but he's extremely morally grey. Hey, morally grey characters. Morally grey characters are cool. I guess it depends on what makes them morally grey. Morally gay. I guess it can depend on what makes them morally grey, like what heinous things they've done, but morally grey characters are, yes, you can quote that. You can quote morally gay. It's beautiful. But morally grey characters can be great. His lore is that he grew up on a crime-run planet, but he also... oh my goodness, so many chats at once. Makes it his goal to hurt innocent people because he hates his father's empire. That's interesting. That's like rebellion sort of thing, but doing it in a very unfortunate way. I think it's interesting. And I mean, as long as the character is really fleshed out, then because the thing is, a lot of people... Going back to the Amazing Digital Circus, a lot of people were saying things like, oh, they barely fleshed out his character other than him being an asshole, which made a lot of people feel like, why am I supposed to feel sorry for this guy? So, or she. I feel like I saw a tweet that Gooseworks was like, I call her she, but you can say whatever. So I they. Maybe I should they put it in between because they never really got the opportunity to like realize. Gonna be looking while I do D&D? No worries. Happy Tuesday, Bob. I love morally gay characters. Me too, Dylan. Me the heck too. Morally gay characters are great. I play a character in my D&D campaign who is morally gay and morally grey. He's a lawful neutral. So he's part of a church. He's a cleric. He's an order domain cleric, which means he likes being very by the book, but the book itself is not particularly ethical. If that makes sense. Half of his sons rebelled and the other half remained loyal, making the loyalists versus chaos. That's interesting. I feel... You know what's really interesting? I think I was talking about this last week when I was playing... What was I playing last week? Deadlock? When I was playing Deadlock last week, I started talking about how a lot of the time, rebellious characters that rebel against like empires and stuff like that they can often be seen as villains, even though they have a good cause. Like, they often do villainous things. The writers make them villains, even though them being rebelling against this certain thing actually makes them, you know, on the right side. For example, the Equalists in The Legend of Korra, and I don't remember her name. Is it Kali from Falcon and the Winter Soldier? There's a lot of instances like that where they make characters have the right idea, but then the writers make them do shitty things so that the fans don't actually empathize with the cause and end up thinking this person is bad, so the cause is bad. I'm just opening up my browser so that we can make a poll for a word game. Word game. I will put the Y in there. GAYME. Words on stream. Contexto. Squirtle. Pokédoll. I love that I put 2 Pokemon Wordles on there. Oh, I should add Pokedoku! I've been doing Pokedoku and I suck at it. You know, no matter what you choose, no matter what you guys choose on the poll, I will also do Pokedoku because I need to show you all how bad I am at this game. The best I did was yesterday, but I've quickly realized my Pokemon knowledge sucks. Johto Dark. I don't know. Johto Legendary. Lugia. That's helpful. Johto Fire. Ho-Oh. That's also helpful. Dark Dual Type. Is Malamar dark? I don't remember. My favorite of the Primarch. Contexto 1. Nice. I will do that in a minute. He's just very tragic. He's taken into what is, for lack of better wording, gladiatorial slavery. For the rich people of a planet, he eventually tries to rebel, and for his rebellion, they put these nodes in his brain called the nails, which mean he goes into sudden violent fits of rage where he kills everyone. Oh my goodness, that poor guy. That's horrible. Far out. Okay, Dark Dual Type. See, it's not coming to me. Dual Type Legendary. Is Genesector legendary or I'll just do Zekrom. I'll just do Zekrom. Oh my goodness, 1.7%. I'm unique. Okay. People are texting me and I'm trying to reply. Welcome to Warhammer. It's all depressing. Happiness is a figment of imagination. Oh no. Dual type fire, Volcanion. I don't know why that's what came to me. Hoenn legendary. I nearly said Suicune. That's Johto. I get Johto and Hoenn mixed up all the time, and then on top of that, I also get Kanto and Johto mixed up all the time. However, I do not get Hoenn and Kanto mixed up. I get two of them mixed up with each other, but I don't get all three of them mixed up in there. It's like the way that Johto Pokemon work for me, it feels like half of them feel like Kanto Pokemon and the other half of them feel like Hoenn Pokemon. So I just get lost. Okay, Hoenn legendary. Rayquaza? Question mark? Yeah. And then Hoenn fire. Oh, I don't know if I know this one. No, Groudon is ground. Hoenn fire. Oh, Torchic. I'll go basic. I'll go starter. I'll go starter. Dark dual type. Wait, Incineroar. Wait, I'm getting them now. I should just try and think of starters first and then go from there. Johto dark type. Is Absol Johto or Hoenn? Is Houndoom Johto or Hoenn? Is Poochyena Johto or Hoenn? Is Shiftry Johto or Hoenn? Is Sneasel Johto or Hoenn? Do you actually want me to answer that? No. No, that's just me yelling questions into the void. A Hoenn Dark and a Johto Dark. Johto Dark, Umbreon. Yes, okay. Okay. I've got one. I just need a Hoenn Dark. None of the starters are dark. Any of them, I can't think of any of the mythicals. I'm trying to think back to like the Pokemon anime. I'm trying to think specific. No, none of the Reggies are dark. No, Darkrai is fucking Sinnoh. Hoenn Dark type. I think also the big problem, my big problem is Hoenn, is that I played Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, right? I played the entirety of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I played the post game, I got Rayquaza, I got Deoxys, like I did all of it. Other than the Rayquaza and Deoxys fights, I have no memory of that game. Zero memory. I don't know why, I've just blacked it out. It's not there. But now that I've said that, I think my Tiana is Hoenn. Because I think Karen had a Houndoom. I did it. Also, he's shiny! Let's go! I'm gonna look this up now. Gen 2. Okay, Houndoom was Gen 2. That's fine. I could have put him in dual type dark. Oh well. I did it! I had a uniqueness of 108. Oh, I'm in the top 70.7 percentile of uniqueness. That makes sense. Today I did it. Most common. Yeah, I got so many Volcanion was the most common fire dual type. That's wild. That's wild. And then least common. Jesus Christ. Iron Jugulus? Nah. These are wild. Houndour and Houndoom are Johto, Shiftry is Hoenn, Sneasel is Johto. Oh, Johto. Johto? Oh my goodness, I haven't pronounced it Johto in about 20 years. Am I okay? Oh wait, I shouldn't have closed that. We still have to play Contexto. I forgot that was me going on a side quest. This is the main quest. Yeah, I thought Shiftry was Hoenn, but I wasn't 100% sure. I didn't know about Sneasel. My answers each column left to right were Houndour, Guslord, Puchieno, Raikou, Giratina Origin, Regice, Quilava. Quilava, my beloved! And Salandit, my beloved! Castform Sun is funny, though. Ugh. I need to up my Pokemon game, you know? I feel like so many people are better at Pokemon than I am. Alright. Let's play Contexto. Give me a word, chat. Give me a word, any word. What are we contexting? Is Sudoku valid? Oh, rude. I do have the Pokemon autism. The thing is, I thought I had the Pokemon autism, and then I met people with the actual Pokemon autism, and I was like, oh, holy shit. Okay. I'm being out-tismed by other tisms. No, it's just I have the kind of special interest where I don't need to know everything about something. I just have the special interest where I really, really love that thing. I don't need all the information on it. I just love it so much. And I love consuming content on it. So I don't actively research a lot of things. Sometimes I'll go down a rabbit hole to answer a few specific questions, and then I get curious, but I don't specifically try to really gain knowledge on something. So Pocket was pretty high. So maybe it's a type of clothing. It's not. What has pockets that isn't clothing? But like a bag? But like even a bag is clothing. Okay, bags are clothing though. Why is that so high? Knife, that's true. Knives don't have pockets, but they are in fact sometimes the pocket knives. That makes sense. Pocket pouch bag. Carry, pack, satchel, backpack, box. Maybe like trunk, chest. A lot of my interest in games comes from a desire to compete and reach heights. Also partially sensory seeking, because when I'm really excited by a game's tension, I get really warm and electric. That's cool. Knapsack, that's a cute one. We could just do sack in general. So a feeling to come out of, but in the moment, it's really fun. I like that. I a lot of my stuff is often really competitive, but I think my special interest comes less from a knowledge standpoint and a lot of the time more from a fandom standpoint. Like, I love, fan fiction, fan art. I love consuming. I love the community of loving something and knowing and being around people that also love that something. And as someone whose special interests 99% of the time are pieces of media, a lot of the time it's just consuming the media or consuming fan content of the media. That's good enough for me. That being said, I do like being competitive in games. Hey, Cass, welcome in. I play competitive in... I either play or have played competitively in every game I've ever played that does have competitive. Like, I have played competitive Pokemon both in Champions and both TCG Pocket, though I've kind of lapsed on that. I play a competitive Apex. I play competitive play competitive Overwatch. I play competitive Valorant. Deadlock doesn't really have a competitive, so I guess not Deadlock. But yeah, I feel like everything that I have, everything that has an accessible competitive format, I will play competitive on. Or at least I will try to. Sometimes I will give up. But I like to at least give it a go. Cardboard, I don't know. Wood. Pack, box, bag, chest, a case? Suitcase? Not a suitcase. Ottoman? Container. Jar. Drawer. Shelf. I'm just trying to think of places where you can store other things. Like a warehouse. Package. Something I enjoy a lot is how my sister and I approach games differently. She's super into doing everything she can. Meanwhile, I tunnel on maximizing output and power. It makes our approach to Pokemon distinct, but both fun. I don't know what my... I think my approach to Pokemon a lot of the time is just kind of going through the motions. I feel like... I will say one thing. I think the worst thing to happen to Pokemon for me, not in general, I understand objectively that it's a good thing, is open world. Because when it comes to open world games, I have to explore literally every nook and every cranny for every item, every special thing. I have to know all of it. I have to explore every inch of the place. Like, I will be like, I'm gonna stick to the left-hand side and I'm just gonna run up and down all the hills and into the cave, put cage in there, into the cave and out of the cave and through the tunnels and stuff like that. That's how I ended up playing Scarlet and Violet, and honestly was not that fun. I just don't like the idea of missing anything. And it's a lot easier to miss something in an open world game than in a game that is linear. That being said, Diamond and Pearl, Heart Gold Soul Silver, X and Y, and Pokemon Black and White, and Black and White 2. Actually, maybe I didn't have one for X and Y. But for, like, the first 4 mainline Pokemon games I played, I would also get guidebooks for them. Like, the giant guidebook. that tells you all the steps to take in the game, tells you all the tips, has a Pokedex of all the Pokemon you can get and all of the moves they have and when they get those moves. And like all of that information, it gives you the entire map layout of every route, and I loved those things because it meant I would know everything going into it, and I wouldn't have to... Essentially, I wouldn't have to explore. I think I just don't like exploring in video games, which is a very funny thing to say considering my current game is Blueprints, which the entire point of the game, alongside puzzles and mysteries, is exploration, in a way. I was like my dog when I take her to a friend's place. She sniffed every inch of the property area. Oh my gosh. That's adorable. Pack. Cigarette. Whoa, okay, I didn't think that was gonna be that high. Smoke, cigar, drug, nope, medicine. Medicine? Pill. Vaccine? No. Blood. Transfusion? Plasma. Transplant. This is where my former love of medical dramas comes in. Syringe. Scalpel. Pill. Medicine pill. Doctor. Nurse. Patient. Hospital. Ambulance. Blister. Ointment. Cream. Powder. Pill, medicine, lozenge. I like that. I like lozenge. The game also liked lozenge. Let's go, Mare. Chat, when you have a... Here's an interesting question, chat. What is everybody's go-to, like, lozenge or medication when they have a sore throat? What's everyone's favorite lozenge, chat? What we picking? I don't know if they exist anymore, but Strepsils used to have a strawberry flavor, and that was my flavor. However, I am not opposed to butter menthols. They have a weird as hell taste, but they feel really nice. Like, it almost makes me feel warm. Tastes like shit, but will numb the fuck out of your throat. Damn. Yeah, I feel like, at least in Australia, the widest array of our lozenges are often flavored. They're lemon, or they're orange, or they're strawberry, or they're honey, or they're butter menthol. I don't think I've ever seen a lozenge that actually doesn't have a flavor. You need the artificial cherry garbage. Yeah. Yeah, that's me with strawberry. Though I think I can handle... I can tolerate lemon. Lemon is a flavor that I'm, like... I don't really love it, but I don't hate it. I do like lemon-flavored alcohols. Those are my favorite alcoholic beverages covered. But when I say favorite, I mean I will still have 2 sips of them and be like, not really my thing. But the fact that it's 2 sips and not 1 sip, double the sips, is a massive compliment to lemon-flavored alcoholic beverages. Massive compliment. Right, let's change the category over to Blueprints. I feel like if I were to go for any alcohol, it'd be like lemon or limey spirits. Yeah, not a big fan of alcohol in general, but lemon is nice. I did have like a vanilla caramel cocktail thing that my friend made, and I only had a few sips of that, but it wasn't bad. Once again, a few sips. That is so much better than me having one sip and being like, this is the worst thing I have ever tasted. My tongue wants to die. Fuck you, rinses your bloop. I didn't realize my bloop was dirty, but I mean, thank you for rinsing it. I'm appreciative. But how are you two, Arcane and Peace? I hope you two are doing well today. Today, we are playing Blueprints. And last week on Blueprints, I don't think we'll ever do better than that. Like, obviously we're going to do better than that. We're going to reach a point where we get to the antechamber and we get to the secret room, right? But I feel like we're never going to have a day as good as the one we had last week. It was so good. We got one of the red letters. We unlocked the shed. Let's get this up. What is it? Nope, that's the wrong room directory. House history. Nope, that's not the one. What is it? No, I don't want to call it. Is it room directory? It's not room directory. How do we see what we've done? Tab. There we go. Literally every special thing we have here, we did last week. We did in our one session last week. We got one of the red letters. We found the Westgate path in the outer room. We got the gemstone cavern, and we got a blessing from the shrine. I feel like that is so many amazing upgrades right off the bat. It is Father's Day in America, that's true. Happy Father's Day to all of the American fathers who are good to their kids. All 3 of you. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad you're doing well, Arcane. Let's see what's in here today. Adds 8 classrooms? Hello? Or a shelter. Protects you from the negative. I want to go to the shelter. Protects you from negative effects. Ooh. We're going down. I'm yelling timber. I want to see if there's anything special around here first. There's a safe. Oh, there's a computer in here. Wait, whoa. Okay, oh shit. You know what I do have to do? No, I don't have to open Discord. That's not what I have to do. I have to open my browser. Because I forgot. I have an ellipsis. I have a folder of ellipsis documents to do with this game now. Were you able to see what was in the red letter? Yes. I don't remember what it said. Well, I can show you in a minute. Let me pull up ellipsis and log in. Okay. We're here. We've got all of our documents set out. Let's see. 8 red letters. I think this... Okay. We got the 4th red letter from the boudoir safe. It was from Daniel, our dad, to Herbert, our great uncle, criticizing him for sucking up to the royal court and diminishing our mother's cause, disappearance, and name. Potential code. Hi, I shot Ind. Potentially. That's the gist of what's in the letter. Okay, but what I can make, I want to make a new document, and I want to call it shelter. So I want to note down what happens in the shelter. I just realized the dots, the loading dots on Olympus are rainbow right now for, I assume for Pride Month. That's adorable. Okay, let's see what's going on. We have a bird. We have a coffee machine. We have a time lock safe. Ooh, we have a letter. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Okay, so 3 people were stuck down here at some point. That's terrifying. Just a little bit. Let's get in here. Press enter. Log into network. Let's just do that real quick. Let's see if there's anything special we can do from the network here. I am still not whisking. I don't know. Why am I oohing here? Okay, this is our usual stuff. No, I want to go back. Let me back in. I want to see what else we can do. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. I don't know the time. I don't know the time. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. The reading is 12 USV or higher. Emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Okay. Okay, we're getting a lot of information here. Okay. Time lock safe. Can put down date and time to unlock safe for 4 hours. 3 people were stuck down here at one point. Radiation reading. If radiation more than 12 USV unlocks all doors. That's a really good thing to know. Unlocks all doors? I'm sure the levels aren't going to be very high right now. Point 11. Okay. The question is, should I just wait here? Because the thing is, I know what the date is. Or I know what the date was from a couple of days ago. If I can go back to my notes here. I go back to my notes here. Can cause radiation. Need 12 USV or higher tested by shelter to unlock all doors. Okay, that's good to know. So where's the thing that says date and time? Workshop, utility closet, terminal password, try and fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to look at a few things here. Nope, that doesn't tell me anything. That's just the terminal password, which at this point I can probably delete that one because I know what it is. I gave 69 coins to the shrine. Security. Someplace told me the date and time. I don't remember what it was. There's the there's the passport that we got from the vault. Office. Nope, that doesn't say anything. Numbers? Oh yeah, that's numbers we thought were codes, but I don't think any of them are. Music sheets. Oh yes, that's another thing. With the music sheets, I did go back through my old VODs and looked at the music sheets. So we know that first words on the sheets, and I'm guessing these other 2 music sheets will say spell a message or like say a message, something like that. So I went back through the VODs and looked at the first words of all of the music sheets I'd found. And they say, find among the white trees blank blank stones. So something's happening there, but I don't know quite what yet. Music sheets. Mother. That's just information on our mother. Map from library. I do remember that. Mail room. That doesn't tell us the date. Surely I swear I wrote a note down about the date. Somewhere. Because we found out the date at some point. Rise lever. Gemstone cabin. Nope. Garage. That doesn't tell us anything. Commissary. Nope. Campsite. Okay, look, requires 4-digit number. Calendar. Oh, there we go. Duh. Duh, the document I was looking for was calendar. Okay, day 15 was Saturday, November 21st. Okay. And today is day 16. So today would be the 22nd. So if I did, what, November 22nd? I don't know. Is it 1 a.m.? The problem is I don't know the time. The problem is I don't know the time. So maybe I go back? Or maybe I go forward? I assume it would be, like, early morning, right? If I do November 22nd, so maybe like 7 a.m.? What if I just wait? Am I allowed to just wait? How does time work in this game? Is it like every room you enter is a half an hour, or every room you enter is 15 minutes or something? Every time you lose a footstep, you also lose 15 minutes. That might be interesting. Can I sleep? Can I go to bed? Did I do this wrong? Did I fuck this up? I probably fucked it up. There's nothing else in here, though. I don't know how quickly time passes in this game. Does waiting make time pass? I don't know. I guess that's a question for if anyone wants to actually give me an answer. Unless that's horrendous spoilers. Like, it's something I need to go figure out myself. But I am genuinely curious. You know, this reminds me of 60 Seconds. Bomb shelter. Bad time. Give me the safe. Fortunately, I don't know. That's no worries. I didn't expect anybody to actually tell me. Or to know. Does this mean the three of them are still down here, considering the shelter is still a part of the draft pool? You know, I'm gonna leave. Sitting there and waiting is probably not helpful. Okay, I will say this though. There aren't any... Waiting does let time pass? Okay, never mind then, I'm going back in. Never fucking mind then. Imagine if I came back down and it was open. Come on! Open safe! Open sesame! Please! I'm gonna run around. I wanna take a nap. I wish you could nap in this game. I mean, you can sleep, but you can't nap. Just lie down. They don't even have any pillows. That's a bummer. Or blankets. This better be incredibly well temperature controlled. Open yet? Imagine if I got the day wrong. There's no way I got the day wrong. Right? Can I try again? Must be at least 1 hour in advance. Okay. Maybe the date is wrong. But it is day 16, right? Yeah, it is. It does say open for 4 hours, so maybe I should just go and waste more footsteps and then come back. Maybe I should do more stuff outside. They said something about white trees. Aren't there white trees at the campsite? Yeah, there's white trees over there. Oh, bye, birdies. Sorry. There's a door there. Do I remember ever seeing that before? No, I don't. This could be a real flop day. Hey, look, among the white trees, something about the stones. I'm moving among the white trees. There's a stump. There's a stone. Can I go further down here at all? How big is a stone in the context of this game? That didn't help anything. Maybe under a stone? Maybe I need a shovel. Perhaps. Any white trees along there? Doesn't look like it. Just looks like apple trees. Apple. 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 Oh yeah, that's just the campsite. I can look at my boy. I can go to the gemstone cabin again. I know there's something there that I need to do. Let me just turn that on for funsies. Oh, never mind. Okay, so I don't have to turn that on every day. It just turns on by itself? That's good to know. Just gonna type, hey Apple, you beat me to it? Of course I'll beat you to it. So there's nothing among those trees? Maybe there's more white trees. Maybe in that direction. I don't know. I don't know. Time also passes in general, so you could play like normal until it opens. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to go so far into the... down the building. Like, into the building, and then have to waste a bunch of steps to come back. That being said, I'm just currently wasting a bunch of steps. In general. So, that kind of makes my point null and void, huh? This might just be a flop day, because I just want to know if the shelter can do anything. White trees around here? Nope. Maybe the day's wrong. Or the time. Or maybe I didn't time it to be an hour and ahead. Either way, I think this may just not be what I can do. Because the thing is, I don't know what time it is. Is there a clock here? It's 10:30. The reason why it's not valid is because it's past that time. 10:30, okay. If I make it quick enough, I might be able to say midday? Set unlock date. Yes, please. There we go. That should be an hour and a half ahead. I'm halfway through my footsteps. That's not great. I just want to know what's in the dang time safe. I'm not even using the shelter for what it's supposed to be used for, which is the red room nerfs. I wish you could crouch. I want to crouch in this corner by the water cooler. And now this game makes me want to play 60 seconds again. Come on. I don't want to waste any more steps. I'm just gonna wait until this thing opens. I'm getting an impatient little thing. Or I'm going to be very patient. While wandering. What do we want to talk about while we wait, chat? Who's got a topic of conversation? I'm down for anything. Give me a word, and I'll try and come up with... Play word association. I don't know. I don't want to leave until this thing is open. But maybe it's not, it won't open. Any new shows people are watching? The second season of Watson just started, but it's kind of a shit show, so I've actually given up watching it. Death in Paradise. Thought it was open. I keep forgetting to watch new episodes of Death in Paradise when they air. I keep forgetting they're on, but it sounds really good so far. I like that Death in Paradise is implementing more stuff, like more overarching things, instead of making it like a murder of the week sort of show. I'm glad they're adding overarching arcs. I've been watching the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime, and I've been on season 3 of it, which is Galactic Battles. And I just finished, I'm nearly at the end of season 3, so I just finished the actual Team Galactic plot of Cyrus wanting to start a new world. He's been sucked into the new world. Ash and Dawn and Brock saved the world because for some reason Mesprit, Azelf, and Yuxi connected themselves psychically to them, which was fun. And Ash has one gym badge left, and Dawn has one ribbon left. So nearing the end of that show, been pretty good. It's been very good. I like to watch it. I like to watch it on Saturday mornings, like how a kid actually would watch like Saturday cartoons. I like to watch it on weekend mornings. This thing still isn't fucking opening. Thank you for the head pats. Fuck it, I'm gonna waste more. Screw it, I'm wasting more footsteps. I need a time check. The last episode of which had a telly season 1 will be airing tomorrow morning. Ooh. Good luck, I hope it's a good one. Allowance? Wait, that's new. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's only a little bit past 11. All right, let's see what's in here then. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. I forgot about this. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there's anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service. Cute! That's what I remember. I want to look at the post. I want to look at these things. The stamps, that's what they're called. Haven't seen Death in Paradise, but there's this recent show, Blue Murder Hotel, that is Murder of the Week and has an... I think I've heard of Blue Murder. Is it Australian? If so, I know of it. Ooh, do I want the closet or do I want the breaker box? Or the parlor? I'll go to the parlor. Let's do a parlor puzzle. Grab the key. Are there any items? Any fun things? Nope, nope, nope. The black box is empty. The black box is true. Black box is black. Okay, so this is the truth. Black box is true. So if this is true, then that has to be true. But if this, then this has to be a lie. So the black box is false. And the black box is empty. Is it in the black box? Is that okay? That's just the entire thing. That's fine. Is there a clock in this room? No. It's only 11:30. All right, let's move on. 2 Aussies in New Zealand? Okay. Oh, they said next 3 red rooms don't do shit, right? Oh, but security and courtyard are also really important. I want to see what's in security. Blue memo's true, red memo's lies. Thing around here. E-card access to security doors. Yeah. I remember this. I remember all of this. Oh, let's do the security features. Press enter. Use state inventory. Okay, we've got everything. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Oh, okay. Set security level. We want to set it to low right now because we don't have the key card. But then offline mode to unlocked. And then if we get the breaker box later and turn the keycard system off, that'll do us well. The courtyard again? Or the den? I do like the den, and you know why I like the den? Because it has clocks. The den is so helpful with all of the clocks. So now it's 11:45, so it's not going to be open yet. Let's go down here. Walk-in closet, 4 items. Yeah, I think that might be the best thing we've got. Where are the 4 items? We got a Really? That's our 4 items? 2 gems and 2 dice? And we got a coupon book. Okay. Does that mean there's a 4th item then? I don't think so. I think we've got everything. Well, the thing is we can always check security. Okay, it's only 10 to 12. Observatory, nook, or spare room. We don't have any keys yet, so we should probably go to the nook. Oh, magnifying glass! Best bloody thing in the game! Commissary, storeroom, pantry. Pantry's gonna help us continue the game. So let's grab our money and let's eat. We need that banana bad. And then courtyard. Been seeing another musical on TikTok, so I might look into watching the pro shot of that. It's called The Magician's Elephant. One of the main actors is Jack Wolf, who was in the West End production of Next to Normal and killed it. Oh. I will admit I've never heard of any of the words that you have just used. That's not the way, it's this way. Is there an item I haven't found yet? Let me check. View state inventory. 1 sledgehammer. Okay, I'm going to assume that's in the courtyard. I'm going to assume that's in the courtyard. I'm going to go this way. I want to see what I've got. It'd be really good to get the freezer right now. I want to unlock the freezer. Take me down! I have no footsteps left. This is wild. A part of me actually didn't think it was gonna open. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Okay, so this is letter 7. Let's open my notes to the 8 letters and go to... All right, time to read letter 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions aimed entirely at yourself. Are these all letters to our uncle? Okay, let me continue reading before I put the note down. Are you Australian? Yes, I am. Swiss Lisa? Are you Swiss? How are you today? And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost of my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. Oh, okay. Warm? Oh, warm is good. I'm so cold today. I have an hoodie on, and I have my warmest pants and my warmest shirt on, and my fingies are still chilly. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. What? Over 35 degrees the whole of last week and between 36 to 40 this week without air conditioning. Well, now that is more than warm. That is boiling hot, and I am so sorry. I hate that so much for you. I can't stand warm weather at all. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Okay. Holy shit. But you live in Australia, a land 90% of steppe, grassland, and desert. This is true. But because so much of Australia is desert, it's unlivable. People don't really live, not many people live in the outback at all. 80% of Australia, I think it was 80 when I last read the statistic, 80% of Australians live within 100 kilometers of a coastline. Like, we don't live inland, typically, because it is unlivable. Not to mention, Australia still has winters, you know, and they're probably not as cold as European winters or American winters or anything like that, but they can still be cold, especially when Australian houses are not often built for the cold. Okay. Shelter. Oh. Timed. I'm putting my notes in. Let me bring this up. Timed shelter safe. From Courtney, Marion's cousin, to her uncle. Probably Herbert. Thinks he is suspicious and a part of Marion's disappearance. Rumors that he smuggled her over the border in, what was the month? September, 7 months after she was reported missing. In September, 7 months after she was reported missing. And closer to the date that the ruby crown was stolen, probably by the Black Water Group. Okay. Okay, that seems pretty good. 2 rubies have been returned from the crown. There we go. I think that's all we need for that note. 2 weeks ago, it was 17 degrees here. Jeez. I think it's about 17 degrees here now. Yeah, it's literally exactly 17 degrees here. Have you ever eaten kangaroo's tail? No, I have not eaten kangaroo at all, actually. And is there a southern jet stream? I don't actually know what that is, so I couldn't give you the answer. I have no footsteps left. I have a whole entire 0 footsteps left. Let's see if we can get something good. Let's see if we can get a bedroom. Oh my goodness, we've got absolutely nothing left. Alright, we do have a sledgehammer, we have a key card. Okay. Already? Bro, get me out. But we don't have a shovel, which is sad. This door is also locked, but we have a key for this one. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2. There we go. Reddington! I feel like every room is supposed to have a puzzle. I just don't know what all of the puzzles are. I know about this lady. She has a moon necklace. Can I potentially, like, Spam. Okay, no, it doesn't give me more. Oh, that takes me to nothing. Oh, I am a fool. I just ruined my adventure. Oh well. We got the second letter and that's all that matters. We got the second letter. So we can at least be happy with that. Even if we didn't do everything we wanted to do. Airstream that holds back the cold from the north. I mean, it would probably hold back the cold from the south. If it's us and we're opposite, I don't know. I do not know anything. I apologize. I do not know a lot about geography. It was like the first subject I dropped in high school when I had the chance to because it just really wasn't my thing. And now I'm paying for it in Twitch chat. Rating post, items for trade. Well, I have nothing to trade with. I want to go to the hovel. I haven't been here before. Ooh, it's got a thing. It's got a dirt thing. I might have to try and find the shovel today. Bear traps! Yikes. Okay, there's a letter here. Notice of termination! Dear Mr. Rouvain, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. Half-hearted? Ow. I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You're required to vacate the hovel by 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belong to the estate return to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. Okay. Oh! Wait. We've got a new one! We've got a new flame! Wait, let's go! I'm fairly certain the southern jet stream doesn't get talked about a whole lot because it doesn't have much impact on the climate. Okay. That makes sense. I feel like when I look at like weather forecasts and stuff like that, or listen to weather forecasts, I feel like southern jet stream isn't something that's brought up like ever. All right, cool. That's fun. And we're gonna grab our allowance. And let's go left this time. Spare room, pantry, bedroom. Let's go to the bedroom. Let's go to the bedroom. Because, listen, after running out of shit last time, I don't want to do that again. I've decided I don't want to run out of footsteps again. Courtyard, closet, oh. What was my... No, I wasn't gonna escape from that. I just wanted to check something. Ooh. Do I go to the hallway or do I go to the courtyard? I think I'll go to the hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Yeah, I know that's not true. Pantry, drawing room, or parlor. Drawing room gives us access to more stuff. Yeah, I feel like one of these days that telephone is going to ring. And it's gonna creep me the hell out. Nursery, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. I don't think I've ever drawn the nursery before. So maybe I should do it, like, at least once, especially considering that this is a dead-end room. Oh, this has the... Oh, gem, thank you. This has the children's book, doesn't it? The Red Prince. Interesting. All right, let's go this way next. Observatory Parlor Den. I'm gonna go observatory. What was your major in college, uni? I don't know if you're asking me or asking Mare, but I did not go to university. Actually. I dropped out of high school due to my tremendous amount of mental health issues. Oh. I forgot about South America. Don't tell South America that. Is that a banana? Is this constellation a banana? Oh, it's 2 constellations. We have 2 chests and a diamond. Cool. I didn't know you could have 2 of them. Corridor. Courtyard again. Commissary. Commissary's a dead end. Let's go to the courtyard. There's often, like, an item here, but there doesn't seem to be any items here. Another courtyard? Fuck it, we ball. Let's go again. Sledgehammer! Do you have any pets? I do not. But as Mare has used the command, there is a cat in my household called Pepsi, but she is not ours. She just likes to stay here. Another courtyard. Holy shit. Let's go to the closet, actually. Can you say nya? I just did. Why? Okay, cool. Be nice if I got the shovel locked. That's fine. That's a pretty good amount of things to do. We also, oh, I remember. The hallway. Yeah, they said 2 trunks in the entrance hall, right? Boom. Ooh. Got 2 dice and money. And uwu? Yeah, sure. Unless this is for fetish reasons, in which, whoops. I've just fallen into that, huh? Okay, and we've got a key card. That's pretty damn good. Okay, well, let's keep going then. Get more stuff from the bedroom. See what's here. Ooh. Another fucking den. Holy shit. I don't think I can do anything in the laboratory right now, but I will. I'll at least check it out. Unfortunately, I think the only thing I still know how to do, heating and cooling, yeah, I still don't know the point of that. I don't know the point of, like, any of this. We need the boiler room. All right. Oh, I can do this if I want. Do men go on toilets? What? What do you mean by that? Thank you for the hydrate, though. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Oh, well, that would have been nice to have. For each bedroom you draft after your second, sure, I'll do that. I don't know. Spread dirt on the driveway? Sure. That sounds funny. Oh, and a posture check too. This was odd. Probably shouldn't have done it. What was the point of any of that? Back through here. And back through here. Did your eye color change? Do you mean my model or me as a person? If so, no, my eyes have always been blue. Yeah, I don't have a key. I went through here just to be a fool. Whoopsies. At least I can go through the bedroom again. Now let's go to this side. Commissary! Well, I do have money. That requires more steps again. Ah, can this stop happening? Wasn't it purple? No! No, I don't think my eye color was ever purple on my model. Is that a keyhole? That looks like a keyhole. Are we meant to have a key? Get a key for that? Music room. That requires 6 steps. I'm not doing all that. I'll go to the storeroom. I will go to the storeroom and I will get some stuff. This also has a thing. So much to spare room, pantry, commissary. That requires 3 steps! I guess I'll go to the pantry. Think men are really dumb for standing up to pee in the middle of the night while you're doing something that requires aim while half asleep. I think standing up to pee just, like... I feel like... urinals shouldn't exist. There, I've said it. I feel like there's no point to them. It just unnecessarily genders a bathroom that doesn't need to be gendered. There's a train station that I sometimes get off at, and... oh. There's a train station that I sometimes get off at, and it has a... ooh, chess piece. It has, instead of a men's bathroom and a women's bathroom with, like, cubicles and stuff like that, there's a whole wall of unisex cubicles. And I think that that is such... obviously, it takes up a whole lot more space, but I think it is so much more private. And I think everyone in general would be so much more comfortable with that. Especially considering, you know, if we're talking about, you know, people creeping on each other in bathrooms, which is apparently one of the big reasons people hate trans women these days, which is ridiculous. Like, then campaign for just individual bathrooms instead. Stop making me use steps. I mean, I do have money I could lose. Have you ever been to Queensland? Yes. I have. I've been a couple of times. I've been to Brisbane once and I've been to the Gold Coast once. Corridor. I don't even know what I'm doing in this particular part of the game. I'm just flooring it and seeing how I do. I'm sorry, the thing I checked was the lockpick? What was wrong with me? What an odd thing to have in coat check. Yeah, I'll add the pool. Grabbing some food. What did I miss? Nothing much. All of these suck for me. this doesn't suck for me. That gives me so many more steps. Oh my goodness. Steppies! I don't like the teepee edition. Can I play a mini game? Can I play a game? I can't play a game? Let me play a game! I love how I love video games so much that... There's a hamster! Chat! He's drinking! Oh my gosh! Hi, little baby! He's pressing up against the glass. Oh my goodness, this is the best part of the game. Is he gonna get on the wheel? He's on the wheel! Okay, fuck the rest of this game. And fuck the puzzles. And fuck the murder mystery. There's a hamster having a drink. Oh shit, there's something here. I thought there should be something. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. Wow. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Rude? Oh my gosh. Okay, well that means we have a new thing here. What is it called? Bunk room / bed. Needs more soil. Hamsters need to be able to dig. I did not know that. Simon has a brother? Question mark? Letter that starts with today in all caps. I feel like when certain notes say certain things, like in all caps or in bold, 99% of the time, that is going to mean something. All right, let's go to the pool. Rub-dub. Draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft through, random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool. Oh, this is just us. This is just them explaining what the draft pool is. I have keys. Unlock, please. Hey, can you stop giving me the gymnasium real quick? Like, please? Oh, let me use the second dice. I'll take the dining room. What about here? A door under the lock, another key. They really want me to go to the chapel. Like, fine, I'll take the chapel. I won't go there, not yet. But I'll take it. What do they want from— oh my gosh! The dog room! Leave me alone. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to the dark room. I don't know how to turn the lights back on in the dark room. I wish I knew. Let's just take this one. That's the archives. Okay, damn. Well, this one. This needs a key. Let's take this one. That's a bedroom. That's the guest bedroom. And now that now that we've got the guest bedroom, we've got extra footsteps and we've got dinner in the dining room. Looks like steak today. I'll have dinner. I don't know how to get a showroom, so I'm just gonna have dinner now. Why don't we like the lemons? I mean, I probably also wouldn't like the lemons, but that's just me. Let's go this way. Oh, can't go that way. Go to the pool room. Through this door. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't go through this way, because it's the chapel, and it takes my money. Uh-oh. Is this locked? It's not. Parlor or lavatory? Why? Why is the lavatory a red room? Is it because it's just a dead end or what? Is it because it's genuinely a useless room? That would make sense. Fuse box room make light go back? It does? Ah, my bad then. Okay, I go this way, I go this way. Go this way, back into the arc. Wait, do I had a key card, didn't I? Oh shit! That goes down, so maybe we get the breaker box? Why Australian time zone so weird? Beats me, bestie. I would not know. Unfortunately. So does this mean the dark room is now lit up? Oh, it is. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, I don't have a magnifying glass. Oh, that tells us the number to that, doesn't it? Damn it, okay. Do I have the dark room written down? I don't have the dark room in my notes. Okay, new document. Dark room. Needs breaker box to light it up. Needs magnifying glass to look at picture of Orchard Lock. All right, well, that's just what we've got so far. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if that means anything either. Got a picture of a fan. I'm your biggest fan. We got two of the maids. The maids are getting blurry. There's a lady at the computer. Interesting. Is that a pipe bomb? Oh, that's the battery, isn't it? This is the second time I have said, is that a pipe bomb? And it's not the pipe bomb. Southern Oz and it's 30 minutes. BS is complicated. It gets more complicated in daylight savings time, though. Peace. Because not all states do daylight savings time. So Australia can go from like 3 time zones to 4, depending on the season. Got him again. Something about that camera. They want us to think about the camera. All right, let's read the note. Print notes. Herbert Sinclair has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said that the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Note about print in a room in the West Wing? Question mark? Didn't know Australia did that. Yeah. Queensland doesn't honor daylight savings. I also have a weird feeling that... Also, I think Southern Australia, South Australia splits up as well during daylight savings. That's like a tiny part of South Australia that goes on like a 45-minute increment for some reason. So this is the stuff from there again. I think I've written everything down I want to from that part. Locked. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, thank goodness. Oh. Locksmith, keys for sale. Give me keys! Also, I don't think I've ever been to the locksmith before. Give me 3 keys. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Locksmith. I appreciate it. Now this way. Now I can go this way. Hey, Tranquilotl, how you doing today? I'm doing all right. This is not as an exciting of a day as last week's run. However, we have gotten the 2nd letter. Well, we've gotten the 7th letter, technically. We've got our 2nd letter, which was the 7th red letter. Because we went to the shelter and opened the safe from the shelter. And it turns out that another one of Herbert's, like, great nieces, Marion's cousin, is suspicious that Herbert was a part of why Marion, our character's mother, has gone missing. Because there's rumors that he smuggled her over the border between countries 7 months after she was reported to be disappeared. And that coincides really well with the timing of the ruby crown being stolen from the royals. So there's a whole conspiracy going on over here. How's your D&D, Bob? The gems are in this box. The blue box is true. The gems are not in this box. White. Yes! I'm so smart at this game. I've only lost the parlor once. Just participated in a Pride Month TTRPG one-shot on stream. That was fun. Oh, that sounds lovely. That's... The pump room. I'm not doing it. Oh, there's the shovel. Oh, I have so many things to shovel. Let me do this real quick. I've got a key. I've got another key. Oh my goodness. Keys abound. Let's go this way. Got 3 keys. I might as well use them. Servants' quarters. I've never been there. I'm gonna be real. I've never been to the servants' quarters. Oh my gosh. That was so many keys. Holy infinite keys. Okay, there's a few notes here, so let's read them. There are 12 major keys. Okay. Let's make a new document. Let's go back to blueprints. What is this called? Servants' quarters. As you start reading what I said, I will ask questions afterwards then. So, 8 major keys. All right, let's read the second note. Ooh, big letter. Okay. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. Whatever repudiations means. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. Is this gay? With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family. Oh, with my passing, I release you from your post. Oh my goodness. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of a young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Till we meet again, my friend, Herbert. Okay. I wonder what the secret was that was unsaid between them. Out of ads, I was just asking how it went and what your characters were. Actually, I didn't ask what your characters were, but I'm asking that now. Okay. 8 major keys. Note from Herbert to ballet. Was his name Harvey? Harvey. Firing him. Speaking on a secret between him and gifting him a house in Trinsdale. There we go. I think that's all we got from that note. And then there's one in the trash. Miss Ruota. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ruota. I can't read today. Mrs. Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I will be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connections seem to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have you set up with a temporary admin key to allow you to access the network administrator controls. Admin key. First 4 letters of your last name, followed by first initial. The first and 5th character should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next few days before my departure. Who is Mr. Ruota? Okay. Okay, we've got something else new. I don't know what the admin key is from, but sure. Note from Rudolph to Mr. Ruota. Admin key is... what was it? First 4 letters... admin key is first 4 letters of his last name, R-U-O-T, followed by first initial. Followed by first initial. We don't know what that initial is. Admin key. Oh. What did it say? First and 5th characters capitalized. First and 5th characters capitalized. There we go. So the admin password is Ruot something. We don't know what the last part of the admin key is. We could probably take a guess. The thing is, chat, we could, unless there's a limit, we could probably go to the office or go to whatever terminal there is and just guess 26 times. Like, that is a possibility. It went nice. We were playing Utopia. It's my favorite TTRPG. I haven't heard of it, but I'm glad you enjoy it. The characters I made were a pair who basically saved themselves slash each other from the wealthy tycoon who created them. One of them is a clone intended for her to transfer her consciousness into to escape her ailing body. The other is an automaton built to help perform tasks for her. That sounds so cute! Better the devil you know than the devil you know that you don't. I want to play basketball. What's up here? But that does sound cute. That they were just, like, there for each other, essentially. Well, let's just open the billiard room and then not go in. What's over here? I have so many keys. This is wild. Shit, this doesn't give me anything. This gets us to a dead end unless we somehow have enough footsteps. I'll go for the archive floor plan, just in case. No! It's the West Wing Hall? Okay, let's go to the billiard room first. Let's go to the billiard room first, and... Was there always a bar down here? Or have I just hyper-focused all the time on this thing? Okay, so blue is addition, so that's 3. 5, 4, so that'll be 1. It's not 1. Is it multiplication? Is it 20? It is 20. Okay, so 20 minus 10 and then divided by 2. So 5? So you got plus 10 and minus 10. What? Oh, what's the number here? Oh no, this is divide. What is this again? Let me go to my notes. Let me go to my notes. Where's the billiards room? Blue is addition, yellow is subtraction, pink is multiplication, purple is division. Okay. So... This is... Okay, now this is hard. So, purple is division. What do we start with? I assume we start with the division? With the addition? PEMDAS from the center, you think it's 3? You've gotten this right before, so I trust you. Oh my gosh, Bob. You are like the best person to do this puzzle. You always get it right. It's incredible. All right, let's go to the West Wing Hall. Wait, holy shit. Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps? Yes, please. What the shit? And we have the sleeping mask the first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask. Okay, well, it's too late for that. But I'm glad we have that. Cool. We've never gotten the sauna before, so I'm happy with that. All right. Oh my goodness. We have 17 steps left. So let's see if we can make it through like everywhere. Let's go to the dark room. Let's go to the dining. Let's go to the pool. Go to the East Wing Hall. Does going into this bedroom give us more footsteps again? Okay, it gives us 5. And it gives us 5. Cool, that'll help. Then we go down here. Spare room. Good at math, except for sometimes when I'm in a hot area for an extended period of time. I'm not good at maths. I'm really good at addition, but that's about it. Like quick addition. That's like my one good thing. Okay, well... Did I do the spread? Yeah, I did this. I did the experiment where I spread so... Look at all this shit in the driveway. Got a coin! A turnip? A coin! Nothing! A coin! A shoe! Nothing! A rock! Another rock! Why there's so many? I did an experiment in the laboratory where it was like, if I craft enough bedrooms, I get a bunch of digging spots in the driveway. And obviously it worked. Coins! Another turnip! Alright, that's it for there. Hey, why is this one shaded stripy? Wait, what? Make a wish? Hope it's a good wish. When you dig up trash, spread dirt in the driveway. No, that is a funny one. I thought you were saying that was the one that I did, and I was like, no, it's not. I didn't pick that one. Okay, bedroom. Get that. We go up this way. Then we go to the observatory. We go to the courtyard. Let's do the digging spots in the courtyard. Alright, even more than that, the clone was essentially stripped of all identity using magical radiation. The way they escaped was the automaton basically talking with them and teaching them until they built up a new identity. Aww! Teaching them how to be a... not a person, but like, kind of a person. Kind of how to be a person, but not quite. And the automaton was animated by being infused with the souls of others, so they're kind of a matching pair. A living body whose soul was destroyed and an artificial body infused with a real soul. That's so cute. That's so wholesome. I have a special key. I don't remember what the silver key does, so you know what? I have 7 normal keys. I'm just gonna use those. Another fucking courtyard. Bro, get me out. Let me go to the workshop. Let's see if I can do anything here. There's a broken lever. Oh, that's the music sheet that we already have. The true box does not always contain the price. I've known that for a long time. Let's see if I can make anything. Shovel. Battery pack. Jackhammer? Okay. What about running shoes? Nope. CV mask? Alright, let's see what the shovel can do. Different things. I'm sorry, broken lever shovel battery pack? I would like a jackhammer, please. Please and thank you. What jacks am I hamming? More effective than the shovel at excavation. Oh. I've already excavated everything. No! Wine cellar? I want to go to the library, though, because I think I have a book ready to be borrowed from the library. I do. Yes. Ooh, 2 detectives borrowed the mystery of Orinda. Sledgehammer, broken lever, battery pack. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's my bad. History of Orinda. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Airy Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards. Oh, so this is censorship. No. This is disgusting. Blank the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Blank is no longer blank known to the average citizen. Blank of the elder generation. Sorry, E. There's an E at the end. Blank we must blank. Blank. You blank, you blank. Permit our leaders to join us to abandon blank blank. Our past blank. Ajera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king Blank, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. We can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the blank 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 blank, a new kingdom was born. In my D&D in the Destiny universe, my character was introduced after the DM slipped into a southern accent for the 3rd NPC in a row on accident, and the party turned around to see my character in a cowboy hat. That's brilliant. I love that. It was the 4th King Blank who split this vast domain into equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To his eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift, blank, 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 blank. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the elder brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Iraja, blank, a land steeped in tradition, blank, blank. Oh my gosh. As the Second Era Judah closed, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developed a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain a friendly relation throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by blah 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 blank. Less redaction than real governments? Truth nuke. Commerce between the realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Blah 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 blank. Secret note. Whoa, okay, give me a second. So maybe none of this matters? It's just the note that mattered. Oh no, it does matter. As the Kingdom Blank entered the 4th era, a different kind of ruler took reins of power. King Desolates III was a blank blank blank. King who was often seen blank drinking blank. A sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well, blah 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 blank. Desolates was renowned as the King of Blank. No one, when he made the decision to move blank, Wing castled and caught behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and blank were those that viewed the king's conduct to be becoming of his blank common folk. These blank voices planted the seed blank, which took root in blank, grand city of Fen. After the passing of Desolates III, the 4th era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died blank. 6th of October, Prince Lerson of Fen declared him the true monarch. Blank of supporters. Oh my goodness, this is so much. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled, the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection? Nah. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained in red. Brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of other battalions, joined forces with Prince Leeson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. What a world that this place has places called Nuance. With the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the 5th Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Jeez. Prince Leeson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, the red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. Blank. For this, despite everything else, land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprang forth, the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, our mothers, and our children, blank. Blank. Okay. Well, fucked if I'm gonna learn anything from that. Which, like, I don't know what to write down from there. Just highly censored book. Now let's read the proper note. This book is the funniest if you just skip the blanks and read the words as if they were continuous. He was known as the king of no one, as he should be. From what it sounds like, though, this is a heavily censored book, so chances are what we're getting here is a little bit of propaganda. Why do I sit there with my volume cranked all the way up and notice it's overstimulated? Oh, I do that sometimes. I don't. It's more that I do it at work. I'm like, why am I stressed? Why does this suck? And then I realize I'm in sensory hell. Or I do it when I'm watching something on my phone and my computer at the same time, and I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. Calm down. Okay. Let's read this note. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I'd hoped. I'd heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Arindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. And if that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Red Guard. So we got nothing from that. Other than the censored book might actually be there? Let's just go to the mail room so we can get a letter. Still need a freaking magnifying glass, though. Actually, no, we don't. Because that was about, Denny being fired, wasn't it? Okay, cool. I think that's all for us. Unless, maybe the trick with the records? I feel like there's a puzzle in this part of the game. I feel like there's a puzzle in the library. Maybe we have to borrow the Arindia book twice for it to uncensor, or maybe we need the magnifying glass. Is what I'm trying to understand. Oh, shit. He borrowed it twice. What? He borrowed it twice? Why did he borrow it twice? Interesting. Okay, let me go to let me see. Library. Who? I don't remember. Wait, I don't. Oh no, I don't have to do that. History of Arindia. Heavily censored. Detective Bon Margle still believes the Baron... No, still believes Herbert. If we say the Baron, I'm not sure I'll know what I'm saying. Detective Bon Margle still believes Herbert borrowed the book. No. Still believes Herbert has an uncensored version. Did the detective ask for the first edition? Maybe. You could be right. So he just kind of purposefully gave him the wrong one for some reason. Maybe I have to borrow this book a second time for me to figure out what it's going to say. Potentially. Oh well, I think that was a pretty good day. Listen, look at that. I think this is the most amount of rooms we have ever unlocked in this game. That's so many. Is there a date on the detective's note? No. All right. I'm gonna call it a day in the game, not on stream. Not yet. But that was pretty damn good. Oh, yes, that was what I was gonna write. I was gonna write about Hovel. I was gonna write about the Hovel. Hovel. Denny Ravine fired. In letter. There we go. That's all I'll put in that one. I just want to make sure I remember that. All right. Let's do one more day. See what we can get out of this day. I wonder what I'm gonna get for my wish. What will my wish be? Right, I'm in this area. Oh yes, I forgot about my 20 extra steps thing. Okay, this might even be a little bit more of an exciting day. I want to make another wish. E. I wonder if you make a wish every day and then one day you drain the well. And the well gives you all the stuff you've, like, all the money from the wish. Second fire pump. I forgot that was also in the hovel. All right, what are we gonna get today? So we've been to the shrine, we've been to the shelter, we've been to the hovel, and I think we've been to one other thing. I think we've been to the tool shed. Tomb? Oh, we are going to the fucking tomb. What the heck? What is this? Whoa! This is like a maze in and of itself. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Candles. I wonder what the candles mean. Can't move them, so there's some coins here already. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? What do you mean by that? Do you mean there's a secret passage? Is there a secret passage in the tomb? Give me a secret tomb passage, baby, gimme. This looks like a secret passage to me! Do some looking around. Is there any way to light the candles? Yes, hello, generic cruiser. We did find the tomb. I'm just checking everything for a moment. Okay, we've got another digging spot. I'm just seeing... Oh. I'm just seeing if we've got any items here. Can I take some flowers? I like flowers. Open only in the event of my death. Oh, shit. Who's this gonna be? Simon. Oh. So here's where it all... We're doing so much reading today. Gonna go watch Midsummer Murders. Oh, have fun! I hope you guess who wins! Who is the killer? I hope you win at guessing who the killer is. But good night. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And all of the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest, and that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition? Thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? Hey, Sean, how you doing? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak, and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulture as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric, and to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom that thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here, within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. Surely is there a puzzle there? It didn't look like it, but like there could have been. Now how do I get out? This way. Zephany. Oh my goodness, my normie Sona. Yeah. Zephany is when I become a VTuber and you guys get an option to turn my hair blonde. Then I become Zephany. It reminds me of when I was with, of back in high school when me and my friends were doing Shakespeare, like learning Shakespeare in English class. We came up with this idea of like a high school AU of Macbeth called Macbethany. Package is being delivered. Do I take the package right now or what? How's the game going? Pretty good. We're definitely not progressing. Thank you for the apple. We're definitely not progressing the way that we were progressing last week, but I do still think we're doing quite well. Observatory. Let's go to the observatory. Zephyr! Oh my gosh, no way. Is there a clock down there? Nah. I still don't know what being able to spin this means. Spinning these absolutely is going to mean something, isn't it? But I don't know what yet. Apples are extra delicious today. Oh, fuck you. Just as I ate an apple, and you're telling me that now it's gonna be tastier than before? Screw you. Ooh, pantry or parlor? Or closet? You know, let's say closet. All we're gonna lose is one room. A key, all right. A key and a gem, okay. When they say an item, I feel like the item needs... I don't always expect the item to be that, but... Fucking courtyard. The mailroom again? You know what? They keep telling me the mailroom. If this is just a dead end day, then so be it, you know? I got a brass compass, 2 gems, and 2 keys. The compass gives me north-facing rooms. Okay, that's hopeful at least. So hopefully going in that direction will give me a north-facing room. Oh yeah, storeroom. Oh my goodness, the dead ends. Let's take the courtyard. I know, the game was like, you ordered a package. Please pick up your package. Please, I am desperate for you to pick up your package. Yeah, I've got extra steps today and everything, and the game is not interested in me using them. See, there's another one, guest bedroom. Let's go to the commissary. Let's see what's for sale. I hope you know, chat, that I did just do the I show speed smile. The GIF. Just, oh yes, magnifying glass. I do love you a lot. Let's see, nothing here. Fucking storeroom! And another courtyard. Take the hallway. Oh. There's something in the hallway. Where? Where? Behind the pillar, for whatever reason. North-facing room that's south-facing? I think I'm about to implode, because what do you mean by that? Alright, let's keep going. Oh, hello. Oh, another coin. All courtyards, all the time. Corridor, spare room, another courtyard. Okay, I have no coins left. I can't go to the, I have no gems left. I can't courtyard anymore. I am not allowed to courtyard. Claims it's north facing. When you get in, it shifts to the south. That's terrifying. Does it have its own axis or something? The thing is, the tomb wants me to get as many dead ends as possible. So I like the storeroom as an idea. It also gives me more keys. That does, however, give me only one way to go from here. So this better not be 3 dead ends, game. The passageway would have been so fucking good. Ugh! The passageway would have been divine, but I didn't have enough gems. This is so sad. That's right, I have 4 keys. Garage, don't need them. Laboratory, fuck you. Let's play a game. Let's see. All statements that contain the word gems are false. This box contains gems. This box is not empty. So if this is true, then this is false. Which could mean this is true? Shit, I'm bad at the game. I'm bad at the game. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Ooh, library. Library or West Wing Hall? Library gives us more doors. Sorry, West Wing Hall gives us more doors. That can't be true, it's a contradiction. Shit, you're right. Oh, you're right. I'm a foolish fool. Franziska von Karma would love to insult me. Oh, security might be good. Or another courtyard. That would be so funny. Okay, I'll take the chapel. I'll take the chapel, but I'm not going in there. Let's see. She'd hit you with a whip so fast, she would. 16 coins, that's in the tomb, I'm pretty sure. The tomb is gonna, that's where the 16 coins are gonna be in the tomb. Keycard system settings. Set security level. I'm gonna set it to low. Because we don't have the breaker box yet. Oh my goodness. I just want to change the offline mode to unlocked. Thank you. Back. Exit. Get me out of here. Shit. Well, thank you for that. Into the chapel! Money moment. Well, let's go up this way. Garage, don't need ya. Workshop. That's the only thing that gets us to go somewhere. So we could have gotten the lockpick. I have a key. Just one though, that's probably not that great. You forgot to set the doors to low? Oh, did I? Whoopsies. Pantry or courtyard? Pantry. Can make the tomb a cozy area? Maybe. Right, let's go this way. I thought I set it to low. Keycard system. I did. You're correct. I did not set it to low. My bad. Confirm setting, please. Back. Exit. That's not going to help the rooms I've already got, but oh well. Taking my money. Oh! The apples were meant to be extra tasty. Guest bedroom, dark room, kitchen. I don't really need food, but like, sure. Chef salad, +5 every green room in your house. That's so many. That's so many. Bro, why do I have so many footsteps? There's kind of no point to the amount of footsteps I currently have. Locked. I don't have keys! Oh, it's over. It's over. Except for the workshop that's in here. Oh, the workshop has the battery pack today? Okay, damn. I know, I have so much energy, but I fucked up this entire half of the room and I was silly about it. Okay, let's see what we can do with the battery pack. Electromagnet, okay. Wait. What's the electromagnet? I need to know. You're more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting. Automatically collect coins and keys when entering a room. Locked. I can't enter a fucking room. What a gosh darn flop day. I got a key! Wait, I just got a key! Hello? From what? Oh, the mechanic. Oh! You get stuff from entering the mechanical rooms. Potentially, like the first time you enter it after getting that. I see. All right. Do I want to use this one or do I want to use this one? I'm gonna do the kitchen key. And waste even more money. Yes, baby, gimme. Break a box. What would break a box do for me here? As opposed to the billiard room, as opposed to the gymnasium. Wait, the gymnasium's looking kind of sexy. Wait, the gymnasium's looking kind of sexy. I have so many steps. Yeah, gym goes down. Gym gives me more shit to do. I don't have any gems. It's over. No, I don't have any gems! Dang it. And what an insult is that gonna be? Now I'm gonna get the guest bedroom, which gives me more footsteps that I don't need. That's funny as hell. Oh, this was a flop run. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, I am gonna go back to the tomb for money, but the thing is I have no way to keep the money. I'm just gonna have it and be able to do nothing with it. Wait, can you... Give me a moment. Burning glass? Wait, you can make more stuff. What is this? Can light... Can light candles? All right, gamers. How do I do this? It's not letting me light shit. Why isn't it letting me light shit? I know, I'm checking the chapel. It's not letting me do... Ooh. What? No. The chapel's resident guardian tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the money accumulated from chapel offerings. I'm gonna get so much money and have absolutely nothing to do with it, though. Do I just get rich? Do I just get rich? Yeah, that's a lot of dollars, but I'm not gonna be able to do anything with the dollars. You don't want to kill it yet? Okay, I won't kill it. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. Can I set fire to the... Give me things to set fire to. Coffee machine. They also said fuses. Like, what do you mean I can set fire to fuses? There's candles in here. He doesn't want me to light the candles in here. Aww. Are there any candles in here? No, that's a vase. There's so many candlesticks, but no candles. It's a single permanent use thing? Okay, I definitely won't use it then. I got another fucking key. Wait, the run's not over? Wait, the run's not over. Chat, the run is not over. You can only light candles in those specific holders with the rubies, the same as the ones you lit previously. So only candles with rubies are the ones I can light. Where are we going? I have a gem for the laboratory now. I don't know what experiment I'll do in the laboratory, but I'm gonna go. Just to continue my dang game. I haven't gotten the boiler room yet. Let's make a new experiment. Experiment setup. Sorry, immediately add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Each time you find some trash while digging, whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. Wait, I want immediately set your steps to 40. Yes, please. Okay, thank you. Wait, is there anything I can light in here? Bunsen burners? No, it did just say candles. It said candles and fuses, and I don't think there's either of those in here. Locked! Damn it. So close, yet so far. That's alright. I'm gonna keep going. What's really funny is that the piggy bank is gonna have so little coins in it because of how much I have avoided the chapel over time. Because I thought the chapel was a dead end if you went into it with no money. I thought you physically couldn't go into it with no money. Thing in here, no. I just want to keep entering rooms to see if I can get an extra key. I'm so sad I don't have a shovel. Nope, just the sledgehammer. Like, there's nothing to do there. Shovel would go hard right now. Any fuses? Nah. Okay. Breaking the piggy bank does not stop it taking your money. Okay, so you're just gonna accumulate. It's just gonna accumulate afterwards, but you can only break it once. Okay. Let's go back down to the tomb. Let's get as much money as humanly possible, which is going to be very funny. Where's my cash? Want to light more candles? Surely the tomb. Surely you can light more candles in the tomb. You can't light these? That feels fake. There we go. There's all the money. You're telling me I can't light any of the candles in the damn tomb? Of all the things, I get the room with the candles, essentially. Oh, rubies! Secret! Secret. Whoa! Oh, shit! Aurel de Juris. Okay. That's a code. Let me open GIMP. Just for a screenshot. It's not cursive, it's a code. / language, as Tranquilotl just said. Oh my goodness. Open GIMP, please. I need a new image. Yes, okay. I just need to paste this screenshot somewhere, okay. I'll get back to you later. Rose. There's a key back there. A Lady Epson's diary key. What? So I'm guessing this lady is Lady Epson? Okay. Okay. Let's make workshop. I should have written down some of the things that like work together to make something. So what was it? The magnifying glass? And the battery pack? I think made this? Light, candles, and fuses. And metal detector. Okay, my bad. Like candles and fuses. Okay, there's that note. Tomb. Lighting candles to secret parts. It will tell you in the library if you check. Yeah. I don't think I have a library this game though. Okay. 1. Lady Epson's tomb/diary key. Note in other language. Maths puzzle. Don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Oh, am I supposed to? Okay. Oh, I see. I see what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. Shit, what did I just do? Yeah, I have to get the purple in all 4 corners. Shit, no, I want to do that to restart it. So that doesn't move any of these. That swaps with that. Okay. That does that. Does that. Does that. Shit. Oh, they're so close. Oh, how do I do this? Okay, I've reset it. So these do nothing. Those 2 swap. Okay, fuck. I can't do that. I have to do this first. You know what each color does? No, I don't. I know the pink. Okay. What I'm figuring out is that the pink one turns everything. But I don't know what purple does. I think purple, like, goes down at any opportunity possible. So how do I make it? Aw. Okay, how about that? No. Wait. Oh! What? What are you? My allowance is... Okay, my allowance has been increased by 2. Oh, I thought that was gonna do more. Oh well. I can't be that mad. I can't be mad. I cannot be mad. I won't be mad. Okay, I'm just gonna keep following left wall, right wall, sorry, whatever. Keep following something. Try and find more... Oh, more ruby candles. There's more here. Yeah. It means more daily dollars, which is nice. Do I have enough footsteps to go to security? For the floor plan upgrade disc? Okay. Are those the only 2? Yeah, the permanent rerolls would have helped, but... That doesn't have a... Just trying to see. I thought it was more than once. I thought it was more than twice over that we had the ruby candles. While you're outside, if you head down to the overlook, there is more you can light. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to be able to light just every candle I possibly can. I'm going to hesitate to say there are no candles left in this area. But that's nice that we have an upgrade disc. All right. Head down to the overlook. Okay. Overlook, overlook, overlook. Overt look. Overt look. I am going to go down. How do you go down? That way. Gonna go down and look over. Is this the overlook? Do I have to light these 2? No. Light this? No. Oh, is it down here? Oh, do I have to light shit down here? I forgot about this area. I'm gonna be so real. Oh. Oh. Whoa! You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add a tunnel to your drafting pool? Yes? Like what? Duh. Okay, let's read this note. Woman's log 621. 1918? That's like so many years. The complete manifest for all of the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel. It's unclear if they will also seal the tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now they've begun to operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem type to value shiny baubles over history. Is there more in this area that we're supposed to do? I wonder. I don't think so, though. The 1900s. Well, okay, this whole thing is set in the 1900s, I'm pretty sure. Like, this whole game is set in the 1900s, so it's not that crazy to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I can keep exploring to see what else I can light. But I need at least 7 steps to get to security to put the other update disc in. Yeah, still 80 years ago. Is there anything to light in the gemstone cavern, question mark? I do not remember. I remember they said something about fuses. And I'm just trying to figure out if there were... Is that a fuse? No, that's just a thing. Okay. I don't think there's anything in the fuse area. In this area here. That talks of a fuse. Okay. I'm still curious about... what the music note said. Because the music note said something about the white trees and stones. We unfortunately have not got all of the information from the music notes yet because we don't have all of the music notes. But something about the white trees and stones is important. But it's not something I think I can achieve right now. Oh, I thought this might have been their secret passage. I know, white trees and stones, that's why I'm looking around, but I can't find anything. I can click there. I need the dark room again. Oh, I had the breaker box, didn't I? No, I didn't. Because I think the dark room has the number to enter this area. Emphasizing the 1900s because it makes people feel old. Fair enough. I don't feel old, personally. I mean, I am from the 1900s. I'm a 99er, baby! White trees and stones. You know what these trees are giving me flashbacks to? The Witness. Hated that shit. That was not the game for me. Meant to be something among here that I meant to see. White trees. Maybe it's something to do with the shadows the white trees put on the stones. But I can't see any pattern. Who 1999? Me! Me! I was born in 1999. It's like the back of the tent. They say white trees and stones. But I think, unfortunately, I do have to get the other music notes. Figure out what they mean by this. Because the thing is, I don't even know what I'm looking for right now. There are these little circles everywhere. On the trees. Is that important? Almost all of the circles are looking at me right now, and that's scary. I just don't know. I just don't know. Are we meant to chop down the trees? Do we get an axe at some point? I fear we have nothing. I fear we have a whole lot of nothing. A lot of zip zilch nada. Thing around here, nope. Chat, if I'm silly, just let me know. Let me know if I've just, like, missed something very obvious. I mean, I probably have. Those are aspen trees, and if so, attempting to make a puzzle based on the circles they form would be way too hard to attempt IRL. That's good to know, at least. I wonder if the bird baths mean anything. I wonder if the birds mean anything. Alrighty, back inside. Should go to the courtyard and then just straight up, baby. Uppies! Oh, shit. And then we can put the upgrade disc in the computer! Nursery, okay. You'll now have the chance to permanently enhance this room, okay. Oh! Oh, shit. So whenever you draft a bedroom, gain +8. Whenever you have less than 10 steps when you enter this room, set your steps to 20. Or whenever you draft another green room, another 2 gems will sprout in this room. Oh, wait, this is hard. This is harder than the other ones we've gotten. What? My headphones just died. Come back to me, headphones. All right, we're back. I know they're all really good. Nursery, basic nursery would just make sense. You recommend not nurse's station? Really? I guess it would be really hard to proc, as it were. And it requires you to go back to it after drafting a lot, that's true. So I guess the basic one, maybe. Yeah, it would be situational. So hard, yeah. It would be hard for me to get every time. It's just it's a very good idea, but I think it would have shit application. Okay, we can just do general nursery. Cause like, even if it's the least effective one, it's the one that's, because it's so general, that means it's the broadest. It's the one that's just the broadest. Do we have any nurseries? No. It's all right. Cool. I think that's it for today. This is why I'm getting so many courtyards. I forgot about that. I had 8 courtyards to your draft pool. See, electromagnet, you're more likely to draw mechanical rooms, automatically collect money and keys. All right. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Check security for items missed. I don't think I've missed any. I think I'm pretty good in terms of items missed. Yeah. I got everything. I think I'll call it a day then. Both on the day and in the game. Yeah, most boring, but realistically. Oh, look at this on the security camera. You can see it shows you where I'm walking on the little screen here. That's kind of fucked. I imagine if there's ever a mod for like a multiplayer version of this game, like you'd be able to sit on security cams and watch the people you're playing with. All right. Calling it a day. It is a nice detail. That was better than I thought it was gonna be. Considering how much I cucked myself by just doing 2 dead ends right here, I did well. And I will save and quit. That was a good stream. That was effective. That didn't give us... It didn't give us quite as much stuff as what we did last week. But, like, it still gave us a good amount of stuff. Not going to say more, but there are still things to do in the tomb. What do you mean? I didn't know that! I do know about the key. We have the key, and we had the maths puzzle. But I didn't see any more candles to light. So that's why I stopped. Oh, bummer. Would appreciate being told that. Oh well, I have to draft the tomb again. Considering I will have to consistently go to the tomb to get the key. Not necessarily candles. Okay, that's fair. Okay. As long as I'm done with the candles, I should be happy. But the thing is, we have to figure out where Lady Epson's diary is in the house. And then we have to get the key and this game is complicated. Like, it's good. It's a good game. But it's so complicated because there's just such... The way the game works, you have to have so many things just fall into place perfectly. Everything has to work out exactly as you want it to get certain stuff done. Okay. Ooh. We have a few people we can raid right now. We have a few. We've got so many options, actually. Oh, it's this person's birthday. It's this person's birthday. It's also this person's birthday week. Shit. Okay, it's also this person's affiliate anniversary. Okay. Okay. This person wins. It's their birthday and it's their affiliate anniversary. We get to celebrate two things instead of one. Okay. We're going to be raiding out to Gemini Hero. The more experience you have, the easier it is to adapt to what the house gives you. Yeah, hopefully. I think I'm getting better at that, but I can't kind of confirm or deny. All right. Oh, this person might be ending stream, actually. Let me wait for a bit. They're kind of just talking. There's like a group of them in the stream and they're talking. I can't tell. Generic thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Strawberry Patch. This was a great stream. Thank you, Sonic Fan. Okay, you know what? I have no idea if they're ending or not. I'm just gonna raid. I'm just gonna raid them. And if they're not... If they are ending, whoops. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the support and love and hanging out in the chat. We will be sending our love on over to Gemini Hero. This is the raid message for those who are followers of the stream, and this is the raid message for those who are subscribed to the stream. So, purple hearts for followers and red hearts for subs. We will be continuing Blueprints next week. But later this week, we will be playing Phasmophobia for our Community Day. If you want to be notified about our Community Days in the future, feel free to join the Discord, hang out with me and the rest of the community. Also, you can follow me on my socials to just see what's going on in my life, pretty much. watch clips, things like that, watch VODs of streams you've missed. Have a lot of fun. But yeah, I will see all of you next time. I hope you all have a good day, night. Hope you all have a good week this coming week. And I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.